Captain, this world is fighting off an Eldar invasion. The epicenter of this incursion is the holy archives of the Inquisition. Inquisitor Mercer, as the appointed guardian, must be there.
Something is causing severe interference in the target zone. We are trying, but the Archers are not functioning.
Whatever is causing the interference must be deactivated first.
Forces located. Potentially useful assets, but their current situation is terminal. Immediate action required.
Thinking like a man, huh? Ready to fight.
The Emperor's light has found me. That must be the source of the interference. Overheat.
Take it like a man, guardsman!
nice of you to join me in this scuffle.
You have a knack for sending intriguing emergency messages. Why did the Eldar attack an inquisitorial archive?
The Eldari seem to be displaying great interest in certain documents.
The Eldar brought an entire army just for some records.
Well, you can't really blame them for a few theatrics. Feel free to blame them for anything else, though.
Or they are trying to find some highly classified material.
Look, you have my full cooperation, but how about helping me out first? I've never been one for grand heroics, but soon I'll be out of options.
I have your location now. On my way.
For the Emperor!
I will send your soul into the void.
Move! Move! Ready to fight!
Tell me, how does an Ordo Xenos agent end up guarding the archives on a backwater world?
I'm supervising the rituals of preservation for classified data.
So, you've been reprimanded. Why?
If I recall Lord Maldor's exact words, for being a reckless idiot who needs to learn the merits of patience. Alas, the rest is classified.
Inquisitors cannot be ordered around like servitors.
Trust me, if your only alternative is excommunication, you'll become quite cooperative.
For the Emperor!
The Eldari are using their webway gate to move in their forces.
Our professional advice would be to blow it to cinders, but it's your call, obviously.
What a novel idea. That is why we needed a Xenos expert on the team, I suppose.
I'm glad that we at least shared a vice of sarcasm.
On for the Emperor! At your command! Die, maggots, die! Charge! I said charge!
I wonder what this machine does. Webway gate has been destroyed.
Oh, marvelous. No reinforcements for a while, then.
Overheat.
Ready to fight!
I have located and secured the entrance to the archives.
Feel free to visit me in my humble abode, then.
I will join you shortly, Inquisitor Mercer.
By all means. I don't want to force your hand, but my soldiers were overrun and the Eldari are closing in on the data vaults. I'll try my best to slow down this deranged farseer, but some help would be appreciated.
At your command! Move! Move!
later. I wonder what this machine does.
Ready to fight! Now you'll pay, scum!
Fresh out of Amasek and cigars. But I have a new Aldari contingent moving in for all your entertainment needs.
These Eldar seem really persistent. It is time to combine our forces.
My thoughts exactly.
Tell me more about these Eldar invaders.
They've arrived with a fairly substantial force, I'm afraid. Their Farseer will resort to his favorite tactics and use Wraith constructs to get to the data vault.
You sound like you know him very well.
Actually, we go way back. And in case you wondered, yes, his heartwarming visit is related to that unique person on your ship.
That is all classified. You should have informed me about the Farseer's information.
Have you ever tried making conversation with a Farseer? It's like interpreting a fever dream. I didn't even realize what his words meant at the time.
time. The turrets are still operational.
That's a relief. Considering my history with the Conclave, I wouldn't want to have to explain the destruction of the data vault to them.
I'm still baffled as to why the Eldar dedicated such efforts to invading this place.
They must think that they'll find something here they can use to save their craft world. You must not forget that the Eldari are a dying race, clinging to every shred of hope.
You are demonstrating almost alarming levels of empathy.
You, but I could do with a stiff drink right now.
You seem quite flamboyant, an agent of the Holy Ordos.
What can I say? I have spent decades in disguise as the rogue trader captain of the good ship Storm skipper. And certain things will rub off.
What exactly? Navigational skills? Haggling?
I'm quite proud of my meticulous paperwork. And I can always find a great inn in any void port.
Primary objective hasn't changed, Sergeant. We must protect the Alpha Pariah.
With all due respect, Inquisitor, I feel that we are wasting my potential here. But I will obey.
The moment of retribution is here.
this is their target. This data vault stores classified inquisitorial records. Judging by the classification entries, the dossier on the Martyr investigation could also be here.
The Eldar must have been trying to locate the Martyr.
I'd rather put it differently. They have been definitely after the Alpha Pariah.
It's possible. She could be the most potent tool for cleansing the infested craft world.
Absolutely. Therefore, they will not retreat until their Farseer is dead.
Inquisitor Mercer, fate has brought us together again.
I wish we had met under different circumstances.
This is the path we must walk, and it ends here for one of us. Before I become part of the Infinity Circuit, you must know something.
You could begin with the truth.
We never wanted to harm that unique individual. We only wanted to take her to our craft world.
You wanted to cleanse your dying world?
That is our only purpose.
And why did you need these Imperial archives?
I have no interest in your petty secrets, but I saw that you would come. You, the key to the anathema ultima. The Harlequin warned us not to take this path, but we didn't have any choice.
What can you tell me about the Harlequin?
She cannot be trusted. She has her own agenda. She walks the seventh path. Her fate is linked to the Whispering One.
I have answered your plea and launched a rescue operation to save you. You still owe me some answers about the Alpha Pariah.
I'll be completely honest with you. I can't answer your questions. Wait! Don't do anything impulsive. I know someone who can help you.
And who would that be?
A Harlequin. You'll be pleased to hear that you have already met her.
You are playing a dangerous game here, Inquisitor.
This is not a game, and we both know the Harlequins hold the key to many secrets. I'm talking about the fabled Black Library, of course. The source of all ancient and forbidden knowledge.
The existence of the library is known only to a few Eldar, and even fewer are allowed to enter.
The Harlequins are the exception. See? It was worth hearing me out.
I don't like the way you've set me up, Inquisitor, but I need answers. Do you happen to know where I can find this Harlequin?
As a matter of fact, I do. On the planet Loriach.
The exterminated maiden world of Craft World Tuathal.
One of the few truly charming corners of the subsector.
I can only imagine. That is my next destination, then.
Careful down there, Inquisitor. The world is crawling with Tyranids.
My main concern is not those Xenos, but another one in particular. Are you certain that the Harlequin will be here?
I am, as much as one can be, certain about Harlequins. But I know her, and I'm confident you'll meet her.
It is surprisingly quiet at the moment.
The Tyranids are hibernating. Trust me, your arrival will stir them up mightily.
A precise and surgical strike is what I need now. Send me the coordinates of the Harlequin.
There are 3 webway gates in the area. The Harlequin could be near any of them. How's that saying go about plans extending beyond contact with the enemy?
Well, it happens. If the surgical strike does not work, we can always try brute force. Overheat. I'm still perplexed by the ferociousness of the Tyranids without their high court.
It is indeed remarkable. The Xenos recognize the futility of a full-scale invasion and use the available biomass to infect as many planets as they could.
Still, eventually they were purged by the Imperium.
Not entirely. After the Tyranids had scattered their forces, isolated diaspores were able to survive eradication. Mostly on the more backwater planets.
Inquisitor Mercer, do you have any idea what the Harlequin is trying to achieve on an infested planet?
First of all, it used to be their world. I'd say the Eldar regard it as their world still. Harlequins are attracted to the sites of great tragedies.
What is so unique about this planet?
This used to be an Eldari maiden world, and a hub in the webway. Numerous gates are still intact.
So she can dance between the webway and real space. A perfect hideout for a Harlequin. The moment of retribution is here.
Inquisitor, I have troubling news. Judging by the Augur reconnaissance, the entire area is showing Tyranid activity on immense scale.
That might be problematic. It sounds like I have to face a Xenos army.
May I make a proposal? Why don't we recruit Noble Sakaradok, the pilot of the Crimson Wanderer again?
It is a sound idea, Captain, but he could be anywhere in the sector. Why the threat of the isolated Tyranid diaspores led to the Adaptus Mechanicus to order Exterminatus.
Yes, that was a sad fate of this maiden world.
The current situation proves, though, that even an Exterminatus might not be enough.
What is more disturbing is that this proves that this particular hive mind acted like a highly intelligent being and used cold logic.
Say this, Inquisitor Mercer, but considering the fate of this world, I'm beginning to understand why you treat the Eldari as potential allies.
We fear the alien, and for a very good reason. But sometimes, you need to recognize that some of them are waging the same hopeless war for existence in a hostile galaxy that we are.
Dang it. We must talk, Harlequin. Seriously this time. I have fought my way here.
No, human. You have barely started fighting. The true battle only begins now.
My tolerance for your riddles has not increased greatly since last time.
Still, you are exactly where you need to be. Not far from here, upon the plains of despair, where the towers no longer sing laments, lies the ruin of the Shrine of the Prophecy.
I've warned you about talking in riddles, haven't I?
Your kind call it the Viscerum Prophecy. That is where the corrupted wanderer, the one you call Uther Tiberius, followed the same visionary words.
Tell me about the shrine.
Why? You would not understand it. The shrine holds great power, which is why the Devourers are drawn to it. I will lead you there once the path is clear.
And if I refuse to play my part in your wicked theatrics?
Then the Nexus will open, and its purple gaze will fall upon your falling empire, Inquisitor.
You sound just as insane as I thought. However, I have an idea about that swarm.
I will join you in the endless dance of death after you have walked through fire and flames.
I have good news. The Freeblade Knight is awaiting deployment against the Tyranids, and Sir Ambrose Caradoc is currently reciting the prayers of sacred recalibration in the hangar.
That zone is the epicenter of the infestation. He needs to be prepared.
Another heroic quest to cull the enemies of mankind. Glory to the Emperor!
I admire your sense of dedication, but focus on your mission. The threat you are about to face is immense.
What else would a solitary knight seek, if not a relentless battle? And a victory against all the odds!
The zone of your current engagement is swarming with Tyranids. I must also warn you about the venomous clouds obstructing large areas.
Trust me and the Crimson Wanderer, my brother in battle.
I am not your battle brother, sir, but I wish you a good fight. You must clear the entire area so the Inquisitor can proceed to the target location. frustration, pilot. I have fought the Tyranids only once. Rest assured, all the filth of the galaxy, I hate those abominations most fiercely.
Skulls are reporting new activity. The massacre has drawn out the synapse creature as expected.
My experience in Xenos matters is limited to fighting them, Inquisitor. Is this development good or bad?
It is quite subjective, I'm afraid. You will be facing a truly monstrous creature. However, it also possesses a psychic power that unites the Tyranids of this swarm. So killing it makes them lose control.
But that is great news! The more dangerous the opponent, the more glorious the victory! Abomination! With the blaze of my blessed weaponry, I will banish you from this planet! Inquisitor, the swarm is no more! The Crimson Wanderer has fulfilled its sacred duty. The area has been cleared. The machine spirit of my knight will need some soothing psalms after all this taint. You are free to proceed to the ancient shrine you seek, Inquisitor.
Inquisitor, may I remind you that you have only gained temporary respite by eliminating the synapse creature. The Tyranids are still unorganized, but soon another organism will replace the original synapse creature.
I have no time to lose then. I must locate that Eldari shrine immediately. Overheat! Retribution is here.
Bioscanners indicate the approach of psi-active organisms, probably inbound from the adjacent zone.
So it has been just a lull. I'd better get ready for them then. Which has survived an exterminatus. I wonder what it could contain.
You are closing in on the shrine. The architectural components of the nearby ruins are consistent with our records on spiritual Eldari structures.
I'm convinced that it has become the lair of something much more materialistic.
last act in this grand tragedy will soon unfold, human. Are you willing to take the stage?
I must warn you that manipulating Inquisitor is not the brightest idea, Eldar.
Always so furious. So short-sighted. I am not your weak-willed subordinate.
Insolence! You've clearly betrayed me.
This stone once absorbed the soul of a seer, the greatest pathfinder in the garden of ever-changing roads. I need it. We need it to walk the seventh path. This is the first curio of fate I need.
To cooperate?
On one condition.
What would that be?
You really, really need to survive your next battle.
Overheat.
I've promised you answers, human. So, you will have your answers.
Did you lead me here on purpose?
I might have manipulated you to help me take the spirit stone from this scorched pit of despair our planet has become. Yes.
Did you lie about everything? The prophecy? The Alpha Pariah?
I cannot lie. My role forbids it. Your Inquisitor brother knows that. That's why you were sent here. Clever, clever Mercer. I weave my words too carefully for lies.
Enough of this. Do you know the answer to my question or not?
There is a place deep within the maze that spreads between the real space and the warp. And in the heart of that living, twisting labyrinth lies the Black Library.
You are stalling again. I'm losing patience with you, Eldar.
The library is a repository of forbidden knowledge. A vast collection of books still unwritten or lost forever. And I stole the prophecy from its darkest vaults.
You had it the entire time?
I told you I didn't lie. Take the prophecy. It is yours.
I swear, that's the last time I deal with the Eldari. What do you make of this ancient prophecy, Magos?
The tech priest considers it pure Xenox nonsense. My opinion is more nuanced, but I can't see any practical use for it either.
You are being too harsh. The prophecy alludes to certain facts that we know are valid.
You are willing, then, to accept the existence of a million-year-old artifact created by a race long extinct that somehow had knowledge of the birth of beings like her?
Uther's research was based on ancient fabricators' technology. The existence of the Alpha Pariah could easily be the result of this prophecy. In that case, the Pariah needs the artifact to control her powers and fulfill her true potential. Otherwise, she presents grave danger to everyone.
Do you have a destination for me?
I have faced some daunting tasks, but finding an unknown artifact created by a long-extinct race sounds impossible. The tech priest has scoured the available inquisitorial archives of classified data troves. Nothing.
Luckily, we have an acquaintance who knows his way around the system.
Are you referring to Nathaniel Grexus, the resourceful rogue traitor captain with a shady past?
In his youth, Grexus made a fortune as a trader in Xenos relics. He has abandoned that particular career since then, but he must have kept his contacts.
I suppose you might have an idea as to his whereabouts?
We have exchanged messages recently. He was on his way to the mining world Arcadus.
Then we will follow him. He will surely be glad to see us.
The tech priest has sent out several scryer skulls. We have a hit on Grexus.
And what is our old friend doing here exactly?
May I hazard a guess? Old Nathaniel Grexus must be quite busy with one of his suspicious deals.
This area is a hideout for rebellious deserters. Whatever he is doing here, I will most certainly not approve.
Are you willing to face an army of rebels?
They will have a chance to show penitence. They had a chance to show penitence. Now they have left me no choice. Overheat.
We have the picked feed from the scryer skulls.
You have betrayed me, you filthy rat!
First, call me a rat again and I will break your jaw. Secondly, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Really? An Imperial agent has landed in the zone. Tell me it was not you.
Don't you dare pin this on me, you scoundrel.
Snitches like you deserve death. But we can use you as a hostage. Lads, watch this filth while I deal with this mess. You have betrayed me, you filthy rat!
First, call me a rat again.
Great. Old Grexus is being, well, himself again.
I've no time to lose.
Inquisitor. They have fortified their camp with advanced defense systems.
These rebels are surprisingly well equipped for a group of simple deserters. Overheat. The contacts of Captain Grexis seem to dabble in promethium smuggling as well. These rebels have a shadowy benefactor with the moniker the Savant. That could be an important lead.
Obey or die! Inquisitor! What a sight for sore eyes.
Not a remark that I hear often, I must admit.
I bet. But you have saved my precious hide again. Praise the Emperor.
I had some pressing reasons to seek you out, Grexus.
I sense a recurring pattern here, Inquisitor. I'm always glad to help the Imperium. So tell me, Inquisitor, how can I assist the Imperium today?
I hear that you are an expert on Xenos relics.
Oh, well, I've only dabbled in the fine arts. Unless you want to transport them unnoticed by Imperial authorities, then I am definitely your man.
Let us pretend I didn't hear that. I am trying to locate a unique Xenos artifact.
In that case, I might know of someone who could be of help. They call him the Savant.
The shadowy figure behind your criminal friends.
Who said anything about friends? I was led to believe that they conduct legitimate business. Or misled, rather. That Savant, on the other hand, is far from a law-abiding citizen. He, or she, is running an operation dealing in black market Xenos art in the subsector.
And where could I find this Savant?
I have no idea. But I can lead you to the base of those despicable gentlemen you have just obliterated. Righteously, of course. They are business partners now.
I hope that your assumption is correct, and I will find information about the Savant's whereabouts there.